we're back in the car. The thing about the car is, one, the sound, and two, it's just really easy to make these videos and not feel like, oh God, can someone hear me? You're like safe in here. So I get why people do it, even though you can see it's not that attractive of a shot. But today, this week, editing software. If you're gonna edit this footage with our good footage, with some footage of your location, with your, you hard at work, you're gonna need an editing software. Now, if you're gonna do it yourself or you're gonna hire someone, there's a difference in what editing software to get. So that's what this week's video is all about.
Video has to be, you have to feel like you want to do it.
I have been obsessed with film since I was 3 years old. It's legit, just ask my mom.
I have lots of experience in the corporate marketing video world. I started working in video production in 1995, about a quarter of a century ago.
There's a lot of fear in being on camera. There's a lot of fear in spending money. So there's two types of editing softwares. I would put them in these two categories. There's consumer grade editing softwares and there's professional grade. Just because it's consumer doesn't necessarily mean it's free. It just is about the types of control that you have over it. So the professional grade softwares are Premiere Pro, Final Cut, Avid. What am I missing? If editing software doesn't light you up or your eyes are starting to glaze over as I talk about editing software, that's a good indication that you should hire an editor and let them figure out what software to use. Our favorites are, I use either Instagram stories, I use Animoto, or Premiere Pro. And how I decide which editing software I'm gonna use totally depends on what it is for. So for these videos, we need to use Premiere Pro. And the reason we need to use Premiere Pro is because we're gonna be bringing in all kinds of footage. We want the A-roll to sound really good and look really good. And we want our editor to be able to have a lot of control to be able to splice together a story using different B-roll and this other vlog footage and our behind the scenes stuff. So when we want more control and we want to be able to do more, bigger videos, and we're hiring a professional editor, we're always going to use Premiere Pro. There's color correcting, there's audio passes, there's transitions, there's a million different things you can do that you just don't have the control over on really any of these consumer grade softwares. Then there is Animoto, and that's the one we like too. And it's not a free software, but this one I use for everything. When my family wants me to make a vacation video, we use Animoto. When it's a quick little video we want to put on social media, we use Animoto. Animoto is fantastic. It is paint by numbers. It's edit by numbers. They have templates for you. They have graphics already picked out, designs already picked out. You just basically put in your footage and it does all the editing for you. The reason we don't use that 100% of the time is because you don't have a ton of control. There's a lot of things you can't do in Animoto that you can do in Premiere. But if I'm editing, I'm always using Animoto because it's just easy. Stephanie, if she's gotten better, she's using Premiere Pro a lot more. So you just kind of have to figure out what video productions you're trying to make. If they're just quick social media hits, Instagram, obviously their editor is fine. You don't need to bring in, some Instagram story footage into Premiere Pro. But if you're looking to do an online course or a marketing video that's going to be on your About page, you probably need to be using Premiere Pro to make that look as good as your company is.